Internet! Shelth is here, and it's time for another episode of ShoutStone. Today I am bringing you another beta Hearthstone Shoutcast. This time a game that was submitted to me from Matticus, who you all probably know, from WoW Insider, one of the columnists there. And he's a big part of the World of Warcraft community. Well, I got one of his games. Actually, I have many of his games, and we're going to start with one of them, which is going to be a Warlock deck that he's brought into action. So let's get into this game right now. Now, as you probably already noticed, there is no background audio. Unfortunately, it still had some stream audio in it, so I had to replace it with this lovely music, but that's okay. Let's do it. Warlock versus Paladin, Matticus versus Triggs. And a pretty good starting hand there. Yeah, not much needs to be replaced. So we'll have to see, I'm eager to see what kind of a Warlock deck he's playing. Well, it looks very Warlocky right now, or Murlocky right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's the direction this goes in. But let's see what happens. A little early to get Hellfire. And he does have that pint-sized summoner, which will make for some very interesting things if it is not disposed of immediately. And we'll see how the Paladin player decides to respond. I'm going to be playing the coin, so it looks like we're going to get a 3-drop here. Yeah, Razorfen Hunter. Not a bad early move. Not the best, but not bad. Alright, so at this point, he's got a couple of free Murlocs that he can throw out there. So that's going to really increase the, well, 8th free Murloc. But he can play the other one as well because he's on his 3-drop. And he's got another Murloc to go. So, alright. This is definitely a Murloc deck. I'm surprised he's not going to play that other Tidehunter. Get another Murloc on the field for extra. And I think he might be considering it. Or no, I guess not. Just going to attack outright. Yeah, he's going to do his life tap instead. And get Summoning Portal. Alright. So that could make for the disbursement of Murlocs very easily, because Murlocs are usually pretty cheap. Well, there goes that pint-sized summoner. And here comes a Tauren Warrior. Those things need to be disposed of pretty quickly. There's another Summoning Portal. I don't know if you really want to get both of those in the hand at the same time, but, oh, whatever. Play the first one out there and get some cheaper minions to put into play. Not on this turn, at least, but in due time. So, the top minion's taken out. He can still attack with that other one. Can't play anything else yet, unfortunately. But can do a couple points of damage as we move forward. So, Triggs is going to want to take out that Summoning Portal, else I think things are going to get really hairy for him. Fortunately, Matticus has a second one in place, or a second one available, but still, he's going to want to react pretty quickly. Oh, and a good use of that knife toss there. Has the old Murkai, the legendary Murloc. Still can get it out there pretty cheap because of that Summoning Portal, which should have really been disposed of, let me tell you. But we'll have to see what he decides he wants to do here. He's going to play that Tidehunter to get 2 minions out on the field right away. And he will indeed play old Murkai, who gets bonus attack from the other Murlocs that are in the deck. Now a Murloc deck, I love Murloc decks, and I eagerly want to make one of my own. I just don't have the Murlocs you need for it yet. So I think that's going to be one of my focuses, is building up a really nice Murloc deck so I can start to deal some damage. Well, one of those Murlocs has already been taken out, courtesy of the Knife Juggler. But we'll have to see how he is responded to. A little hesitant to play whatever card that was going to be. Very hesitant, because he tried doing it twice, it looked like. Alright, he's going to do Equality, which is going to reduce the health of every minion on the field to 1, so he can take out Lil Murkai. And he can take out that Summoning Portal for free. So, well, Hellfire will clear the field, easily. I don't think he wants to do that yet, though. That would be kind of a, well, I mean, I don't know if you really want to do that yet. He's going to life tap to get another card. Only Sense Demons, not exactly what he probably wanted at this point. But he does have that Murloc Tidehunter that he can use to get some stronger minions out there. Can play the Summoning Portal if he wants. Looks like he will, maybe? Yes, alright, he's going to play that Summoning Portal and take the Shaman player down to 15 HP. So he still has a pretty strong advantage at this point, and I think it's really going to come down to what other Murlocs he can pull out of his deck to really push his advantage. The Shield Master is going to help that a great deal. So right now, I think a pretty key moment here is going to be getting rid of that troublesome little raid leader. And he is going to Hellfire the field, clear it, and he's going to drop the Flame Imp. Alright, he's going to eat a couple damage, and the Murloc Tidehunter. Tidecaller, excuse me. Tidehunter is a different card. So the Tidecaller comes out. Now we just need more Murlocs to really make it pop. But the Shaman player is down to, the Paladin player is down to 12, but he just healed himself up for 6. But I don't know if that's going to be enough if he can't really cut down this threat here. So the Grimscale Oracle will give +1 attack to every other Murloc out there. And he can play that Cold Light Seer to give +2 health to everything else. Let's see if he wants to do it. He's a little hesitating, but I guess he doesn't want to play that quite yet. At this point, he could take out the big minion, but no, he's going to focus fire on the hero, which I think is a pretty smart move, and he's going to boost Sense Demons to get a Voidwalker and Lord Jaraxxus. So yeah, Voidwalker, throw that out there. That'll be the main target for that minion if it needs to attack, depending on what spell options he has. That Hammer of Wrath can be a good choice to take the Voidwalker out in response. Avenging Wrath works too, and it does some... I hate Avenging Wrath. Can I just say that? I had to deal with that in a matchup that got played that on me twice. But alright, so he takes out the top minion and eats that shot, and he's going to reinforce with another Silverhand. Silver, or whatever they are. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, now he's going to drop the Oracle. And we're looking at a little bit of damage here. Not sure what options he wants to play at this point. Yeah, he's just going to keep focusing fire on that Warlock. He could pop Life Tap again, but he is getting kind of low on health, and that's where it starts to become a really risky move. While the cards are invaluable, your health is also pretty important. Knife Juggler? Yeah. I mean, it could still be kind of useful to help kind of pick off minions to their last bits. But we'll have to see. And he's just going to pass his turn? Okay. So that's not a bad move at this point, because right now it's just a matter of deciding kind of what move he wants to make. And he does have Lord Jaraxxus still. And Lord Jaraxxus is safe to play against a Paladin deck, because you're not going to get any really anti-demon abilities. We'll have to see how this goes. Looks like he's going to sacrifice that Silverhand Recruit and get a good strike in. Oh, okay, what's he doing now first? Contemplating his move. Does play another Recruit. ShoutStone Cleric to buff the Recruit. Interesting that he buffed the Recruit and not the big guy. But, okay, well, 2 Knife Jugglers are out in the field now. He can play Jaraxxus to at least get recovered back up to 15 HP, and it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. You do face Jaraxxus now, Eredar Lord of the Burning Legion. You know, something like that. So here we go. Lord Jaraxxus out on the field. He does have those weapons. He can do some serious damage here to finish off... Well, to really finish anything off at this point. He can try and take out some of those minions, but he's just going to focus fire on Uther. So now Triggs has to deal with Lord Jaraxxus. And that hero power is devastating. 2 mana summons a 6/6 Infernal. Not to mention the +3 weapon. He is going to buff up that little guy. And that will do it here. Just about. He's still got 1 HP. 1 HP is all it really takes. So we'll have to see how he can respond. With the right card. I'm not sure what options he's going to have here, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's buff them up, but they're all still very sleepy. Can't really do anything. Yeah, he's picking off little minions, but he just can't counter the threat, unfortunately. And Lord Jaraxxus has fought to the bitter end. He's going to deal another 3 bit of damage, but there's just nothing else that can be done at this point. That is going to do it in this game. That is a GG. Well played. And Lord Jaraxxus has died. The Warlock deck was not sufficient, and this game is over. Matticus, unfortunately, not successful with this Warlock deck in 3-star Diamond League play. But there you have it. So that is going to do it for today's episode of ShoutStone. Don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow, as we always are, for more ShoutStone action. Once again, you can subscribe and get updates when we go live or when we post new videos every single day. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links are in the description. And of course, like the video, comment if you really want to. You've been doing that, and I read all your comments, I swear I do. And I reply to some of them if I feel they need it, but I do appreciate them all, and thank you for your great comments. Thank you for subscribing. We're narrowing in on 1,000, and I'm kind of anxious about that, because I have a bet with a friend, if I hit 1,000, that my 1,000 subscriber video is going to be basically me casting something with a Lisa Frank kitten poster behind me. And I also made a deal that if we do it to 2,000, I'll also wear a tiara. So the way I see it is, if I get to 1,000, I'll put the poster up and I'll do a 1,000 subscriber video. If I get to 2,000, I'll do another video with both. So it's all good to me. I just want more subscribers. I want more folks to watch what I do. I hope you really appreciate it again, and thank you so much for watching, but I will see you all next time.